Have you ever seen people doing something that you struggle with and you immediately ask yourself, how do they make it look so easy? You see, I used to think that about driving in Lusaka. I'm originally from the Copper Belt, a very proud Copper boy, and one of the things that I quickly realized as I became a motorist in Lusaka is that driving in Lusaka was the stuff of my nightmares. I was quickly exposed to the fact that I had zero confidence on these roads. There are some places in particular that gave me lots of anxiety. Even just the mere thought of going there was honestly just so frightening and scary for me. One of those places is CBD, town center. You couldn't pay me enough money to go on an errand into town center, but unfortunately I had to. And what's even worse is that half the time I had no idea what road I was on. Is this Cha-Cha-Cha? Is this Freedom Way? Is this Cairo? Not a single clue. I had to deal and navigate the pedestrians who, in my opinion, think they have more right on the roads than the cars do, the bus drivers who make up their own rules, and of course some of the motorists who we've clearly seen with some of the things that go on. Some have no ability to actually drive on these roads. It makes you question whether or not they actually went to driving school. But that's besides the point. One of the things that this lack of confidence in myself on these roads made me do is that I'd often plan my trips around the madness. So in some occasions, I'd park very far away from where I needed to go just so that I wouldn't have to deal with some of the things that I would be exposed to. But as life would have it, I had to keep going into town to get some things and to get some things done. And so that familiarity started to do something for me. And one of those things that happened, and unknown to me, is that my confidence began to grow. This is the year 2025, and a lot of things have happened since. If you see me on these roads, I drive with so much confidence like I own them, or I was the mayor of Lusaka, which I'm not, but I do it with just that level of confidence. If you ask what has changed besides my confidence growing, is nothing much has changed. In fact, the roads are still very much the same, and I also still don't know the names of half of them. But my confidence, like I said, has grown. The traffic is probably worse than it's been in a while, simply because there's lots of roadworks going on and people keep buying cars, therefore more and more road users. But that's just the thing about confidence, and this is really the point of this video. My confidence grew, and one of the things and ideas that I'd like to share for those who follow this page and perhaps those who are new is that confidence is something that you can actually grow. It's not necessarily something that you're born with, but it can grow. And so the very things that seem seemingly easy to other people can also become seemingly easy to you by, of course, deliberate effort and intention. In my case, my confidence grew simply one uncomfortable drive at a time.